way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The National Football League has come to Germany. We are underway from Munich. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Young. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Etienne up the middle. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Talk about so far so good. Right now they are purring like a high-quality sports car. You name it, they're getting it done. What's the definition of balance? Doing what you want to, when you want to. They're doing it through the air and on the ground.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their...
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Randy Moss from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's got the hook up for the first time with Herman Moore. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down. The 4-time Pro Bowler Herman Moore, his first grab of the game.
Led the league in receptions twice. And just think about, he was the game plan. When you had to line up against Detroit, circle him, find a way to stop him, and rarely did teams get that done.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Jackson. And this is caught. Herman Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. To throw again is Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
And for Jackson, this may be a free play. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. That second down play nets a -4.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Champ Bailey. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Steve Young with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first-quarter lead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, and now they face a 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Buying time to his left. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback.
Touchdown! A.J. Dillon, 27 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Steve Young. Oh, what a catch by Samuel. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
A give, running right, ETN.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
Young takes it on the sneak.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the 1st down.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Off the play fake, Young. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. To throw, Young out to his left. Touchdown, Cowboys! Steve Young, his third touchdown pass in this first half. And the Cowboys would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson being chased out left. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. Again, Jackson. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Herman Moore. An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Young now. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd and 12, Young. Open. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So what a turnaround to begin this second half. A touchdown and then the fumble recovery in quick succession.
It certainly feels like whatever was said at the half, it certainly struck the right chord because they've come out with a lot more fire here in this third quarter. Down 2 scores at the half. Now they're right back in this thing with a chance to capitalize right here.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And Jackson going to run again. And he stopped immediately there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to look deep for more. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. A give to Etienne running right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Steve Young. And the Cowboys have opened up a 2.